welcome back to our channel. It's Bella here. In today's tutorial I created this makeup look for you guys, so if you want to see how I achieved the look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. To be entered in this month's giveaway, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, make sure that you hit that bell button and turn your post notifications on so that you never miss a video, and if you are located in the United States, then comment done down below to be automatically entered. So to prime my eyes, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm just applying it all over my eyelid, and then I always blend it with a damp beauty sponge, and then I set everything in place with translucent powder. In today's tutorial, I'm using the Laura Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette, and this is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from her brand. I just absolutely love the shades on the inside. I feel like they're just so wearable, and I definitely recommend this palette for like the everyday makeup because you can just achieve so many neutral looks with this palette and so many statement looks. So the first shade that I went in with is the shade Undressed, which is this really light beige eyeshadow, and I just picked that up with a fluffy brush, and I just put that shade in my crease as my transition shade, going in back and forth motions. And this is going to be pretty much the background before I go in with deeper eyeshadow, so you do not have to be too precise with this eyeshadow, just get it in the general crease area. Next, I went in with the shade Reveal, and this is a really cool tone, light brown matte eyeshadow, and I picked it up with a defined angled brush, and I started to lay out the map of where I want to add depth in my crease, and I did round out the crease in the outer corner. And I just went in back and forth motions, and I pretty much like to place that shadow where when I open my eye you can still see it in my crease, but when I have it closed, it's not too high up, so you kind of just want to open your eye and make sure to apply it a little bit above your actual crease so that it frames your eye socket versus your actual crease. And then I went in with the shade Strip, and I pretty much put that shade directly over top of the shade Reveal, just because I wanted to warm that up just a bit. I feel like it was a little too cool tone for my liking. I'm just such a warm tone eyeshadow type of girl. I know a lot of you guys can relate to that, but warm tones just make me really happy, and I just love the way they look on my brown eyes, a little bit more than cool tone shades. But I pretty much just did circular motions and back and forth motions just to really blend out that line, and I really like how all those shades came together. Next, I went in with this deeper matte brown shade. It does have a little bit of a cooler undertone as well, but I do not mind it at all. It's super pigmented, and I pretty much just applied it directly over top of where we applied the shade Reveal. And that's what I like about using a defined angled brush. You pretty much know exactly where you want to place the shades in your crease, and you don't have to really figure it out or get messy with it, which I really like. You just know exactly where you want to apply it, and then you go in with your transition shade and blend it out. So don't be afraid to go in with deeper shades with a defined brush, especially if you go in with shades underneath it. I wouldn't recommend going straight into a deep eyeshadow. You definitely want to work your way up and then work your way back down to the transition shade, if that makes sense, and really take your time blending the shades out. And then I went back into the shade Strip, and I just went right over top of that line, blending it out, going in back and forth motions, and as you guys can see, it blended out super easily. And then I went back into that deep matte brown eyeshadow, and I started to add depth on my inner and outer lid, starting to really shape that halo effect on the eye. And I really like to work with little amounts of product at a time when I'm doing this. Even though we will clean up the very center part of the lid, I definitely like to really take my time with this, and when I have the most amount of product on my brush, I focus on the very inner and outer corner, and then when I barely have any product left, I start to taper it inwards. And you could even go back into that first transition shade if you feel like you get a little too heavy once you get too close to the center part of your lid, just to really fade it out even more. And then I went back into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and I started to clean up the center part of my lid. And this step is honestly very crucial when it comes to a halo eye. I feel like if I don't do this step, you can't even really tell that it's a halo eye. It just looks like a smoky eye. So this step, honestly, I would just recommend going in with a very tiny amount of concealer. And the most important part is pretty much cutting the crease in the center portion. And then you could always clean up the edges with translucent powder or your eyeshadow that you previously went in with. Next, I went in with my NYX glitter primer and my Venus glitter from Violet Voss. And I first applied the glitter primer and I let it get tacky for about 3 seconds. And then I went directly over top with the Venus glitter. And I first go into the very center part of my lid when I have the most amount of glitter on my brush, and I lightly feather it outwards on the inner and outer corner. You don't want this to look too chunky, so definitely go in with the most amount of product on the very center part. And I put some mascara on my lashes, and then I went in with my Sophie Bella lashes in the style Bora Bora. I will always leave a link in the description box down below for those of you guys that want to check out our lash brand. But I really quickly want to thank you guys that have placed an order. It means so much to us. You can actually get 10% off your first purchase if you type in first checkout at checkout. So definitely check that out. If you sign up for the newsletter, you will see the promo code and have all the information there. But yeah, this is the style Bora Bora. Next, I went in with the shade Strip once again, and I started to apply this to my lower lash line. And I dragged it from inner to outer corner, and even though we're going to be doing a halo effect on the lower lash line as well, I feel like putting a transition shade from inner to outer corner just pretty much makes it easier to blend, and it just makes it look a lot more seamless than if you just go in with a deep eyeshadow on the inner and outer corner to start making that halo effect, similarly to how we did the upper crease. So then I went into that deeper matte brown eyeshadow and I started to apply this to the inner and outer corner, and it will be easier to blend because we applied that transition shade first. And I find that using a really small detailed brush makes this step a lot easier. And then I went back into the shade Strip. And I just started to drag this along my lower lash line from inner to outer corner, just really blending out those lines. And by applying this to the center part of the halo as well, it's going to make the glitter blend a little bit more too. It's not going to look as chunky, and that's why I like just using the transition shade all the way from inner to outer corner, even when I'm doing a halo effect. And then I went back into my NYX glitter primer and my Venus glitter, and once again I applied the NYX glitter primer first, and I let it get tacky for about 3 seconds, and then I went directly over top with the Venus glitter, and I pretty much just put it on the very center portion of my lower lash line. And the last thing that I did was I applied some lower lash mascara. And this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for all of the love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!